Hi, Kiwi. All right, we are back at another episode of Hades 1, and today is my first day recording Hades in probably about a week or two, and my first recording of the new year, so let's get started. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking 12 heat, since we're running the spear as promised, 3 levels of extreme measures, maxing out benefits package, and 1 level of tight deadline. We are going to be taking the Aphrodite keepsake, and my goal for this run...
What's life without a little pain?
...is...
Now fling the blasted thing again, I said. And put your anger into it this time, like so. Or if you've not anger enough for it yet, you'll learn, I promise you.
Are you guys done talking? Zagreus, you're gonna have something to say about that, aren't you?
I've anger enough.
Yeah, I thought so. Our goal is to build off of Aphrodite's cast.
Oh, my dearest, I have to say your heart is positively bursting with such love for so many you have come to care about. Your dearest friends, your burning passions, family, everyone. Why, you're like a living testament to my entire body of work.
This feels like some custom dialogue in honor of the fact that we just maxed out the friendship, the bonds forged gauge with everyone. Anyway, so the goal of this run is to prove to me that what I consider to be the worst cast in the game, namely Aphrodite's cast, can we make it work?
When I conceived the world and the immortal son of Hades, I did not expect you would be standing here before me now.
And so we're going to use the benefit of using the aspect of... I think, honestly, I'll take this HP because we're going to get hit be using a close range cast like Aphrodite. So we move 56% slower, but we'll have 56 more. We'll have a bunch more HP at the end of this. Basically, Aphrodite's cast feels extremely weak to me. Primarily because while it has amazing base damage, the close range AoE, it has a very close range AoE. Now, it does have a tier 2 boon that it massively extends that AoE. The other interesting thing that I believe is the case, once you get that tier 2 boon, if you use the cast near a wall, it will drop the cast gem rather than getting it caught by an enemy. We'll go ahead and take Smoldering Air here. I really don't know what I'm planning to build. My goal is just to prove to myself that I can make Aphrodite's cast work. And I think the best way to do that, potentially, is to give myself as many damage modifiers as possible. Do I have forced overtime on, or is this just a, no, this is probably just a benefits package sort of enemy that has a attack speed steroid, I hope. Oh my goodness, if I didn't notice that, no, there's no way I have a forced overtime on here. Oh, I'm gonna have an issue with these enemy types. Yeah, it's just...
We're all in this together, aren't we, nephew?
Arguably, the bigger issue is I'm just not used to having to use that so close, use my cast so close range, so the button just does not sit in my brain appropriately. Sure, we'll take Thunder Flourish. Not an amazing special, but we don't really care about the special on aspect of Achilles. The special's goal is primarily just to enhance our damage on cast and attack. So, for reference, the absurdity that is the Achilles Spear is a 150% damage modifier for 4 attacks or cast following the throwing and collection of our spear, which means it hurts.
My boon from chaos is transformed.
Right, so we already have a chance of potentially seeing Aphrodite's tier 2 for her cast, which will be great. I guess other boons, let's see, I mean, arguably, of course, Artemis would be amazing here just for the crit chance on that cast. It's funny, like, Aphrodite's cast, the thing about, here's the issue with Aphrodite as a whole in this game, is that she does not have a lot of great duo boons, but Heartrend is absolutely one of the best duos in the game. Let's see, none of these are terribly exciting. Do I waste a reroll here, though? I feel like I don't. After you take damage, or when I guess we'll take Die and Lament. When foes are slain, they damage nearby foes and inflict weak. Alternatively, I take Passion Dash for a backup means of applying weak. I think there are other dashes I'd rather have for now, so we'll take Dying Lament for now and save it for later. There's another Zeus, or we take a Palm, or we take Sisyphus. I think let's go for this legendary Zeus boon, or not legendary. Let's go for this enhanced by this enhanced rarity Zeus boon. Yeah, long range enemies, and especially enemies that teleport like Hades and the Sneak, are going to be a bit of a problem, but we're dealing 225 damage a hit right now. That doesn't feel too exciting, but we'll make it work. Double Strike, make our special hurt a little bit better, or just take Zeus's aid for the sheer damage that brings. I think we'll take Double Strike for now, because maybe I make something happen later. Poseidon, are we about to go a weird route of Sea Storm on the attack? I will still choose to prioritize the cast at least a little bit. I'm going to try and get as many numbers on it as I can. So that does mean our last attack, our last god will ideally be Artemis for the sake of getting as much damage as possible. But I'm not going to lie, Sea Storm sounds kind of fun. I've never run it on the Achilles Spear before as far as I can recall.
Seems you're getting somewhere, little nephew. Good. But here, allow your favorite uncle to bestow a little boost.
Boost. Of course, we're not offered his attack, but I will reroll here. I think, unless I want to say, his aid's decent. Yeah, I like the idea of Sea Storm. Let's go for the attack. Tempest Strike. Your attack deals 30% more damage and knocks foes away. Cool. And then the shop or palm. We'll go ahead and take the palm and try to get that on the cast. So casts scale extremely well, but let me rag on Aphrodite a little bit first. So the issue with Aphrodite as a god, as a boon granting god, is that she doesn't have a lot beyond base damage. Weak is nice because for especially early game, or when you're learning, not like early parts of the run, but like early playing of the game of Hades, weak makes you more likely to survive. Wow, that's a pretty sizable damage up. 90 to 144 damage on Crush Shot. Nice, that's our cast. I'll take the HP. We've already got a whole bunch of HP from Chaos, so I don't think I need that much more. But the issue is the issue with weak is as you get better at the game, you're much less likely going to take damage, and that means that weak loses its value beyond a potential setup for privileged status, which is still worthwhile because it's a 40% damage steroid, but that's about it. A lot of her tier 2 boons just don't do much for you other than apply weak, and well, again, weak doesn't do much if you're not taking damage. It's super useful for survivability, but that's about it. Ooh, a 50% cast damage steroid. I think I'll skip it for now because we're too early. Would absolutely shred Meg, so maybe I should have taken that. But, so that's part of it. The other part is a lot of her duos feel underwhelming, at least to me, but she does have, there's no denying that she has some of the best duos in the game at the same time, namely Heartrend. Heartrend is her duo with Aphrodite, or with Artemis rather, that makes crit damage do 150% more damage, and that is really good. That one's amazing. That is a huge damage up when you're already dealing 200% more damage every time you crit, and then you can crit for another 150% more damage. It's just, I mean, we've shown it in a couple runs now that the damage that offers is wild. But again, beyond that, a lot of her other duos feel kind of lackluster. I have not really gotten to make her duo with Ares work, so that's something that I was considering trying to take this run if we hadn't seen Poseidon. But I think I can make this weird build work. There's no guarantee we'll see Sea Storm, and I'm not going to be actively pursuing it over other things.
The power of the gods.
Let's see. There we go. Crush Shot is now at 182 damage. Excellent. And this is our end shot before Meg. What god is going to be showing up? Demeter. Do I care about Demeter? No.
Thank you, mate.
Let's see. Your dash hits 3 times, but your dash strike hits 3 times, but your dash has 25% less range. Spin attacks deal 125% more damage and hit a larger area, or you can quick charge your spin slash. None of these really work for the build I'm running, honestly, so I guess I'll take quick spin. Doesn't really matter to me. At the end of the day, we're running a cast build, and I do wish casts
Couldn't agree more, mate.
casts benefit the hammers benefit casts more. There are really
keep you waiting, ladies.
no hammers that affect casts.
Bad news for you, Red Blood. I like dying.
Oh well, allow me to oblige then.
We are the Furies.
Is that your band? Here, have a Sisyphus.
Fight me yourself, Red Blood.
Yeah, I should have known that was gonna miss. I should have waited for 1, her to be finished with her phase, and then 2, not in the process of moving. Oh well. Do a big spin just for her. Our splash attack is not really doing much here, but that's fine. Yeah, so we still haven't seen the Aphrodite tier 2. I'm not really worried about taking damage, because, let's be honest, I'm not gonna die here. I don't have a reliable way of regenerating HP at this point, but I don't really need to, because even if it is unnecessary as a crutch for me at this point, making it so the enemy does 30% less damage is still valuable. There's no denying that. All right, there we go. I do feel like the special is carrying, but Crush Shot doing 455 damage a hit is pretty nice, especially when we can
Let's
hit
hear
that
it, Father.
in rapid succession 3 times in a row.
Which one?
He said, let's hear it, Father, but Father decided, no, I'm not going to talk. Okay. I could sell some of this stuff for the sake of making it so the palms are more likely to hit Crush Shot, or if we see a Eurydice, more likely to hit it that way too, but I think I'll hold on to it for now. Light of Ixion we will take because Chaos Gate could give us another cast gem or cast damage up, and we definitely want as many modifiers benefiting our cast as possible. I know I've spent a lot of this series ragging on Aphrodite, but it's funny, in my original playthrough, she was my favorite god in terms of like, but that was because I ran the Hera bow.
All right.
And Aphrodite is busted on Hera because her attack damage and Crush Shot on the Hera bow just make it do so much damage. Oh, and there we go. Excellent. No gold for 4 encounters, afterwards an additional cast gem. So that's basically an extra 500 damage per hit, or per unloading of DPS. If we can get exit wounds from Artemis plus, what's it called? We need exit wounds and support fire, or what is it? Not clean kill. Oh, I'm having a blank. It's not Hunter's Mark either. I wish it was Hunter's Mark. I wish we could use Hunter's Mark to get her her legendary boon going. It was actually pointed out to me. I have made a lot of runs in this playthrough now, where I have hunted for Aphrodite's legendary, or not. Oh, man, I can't get these A names right. Sheesh. I have hunted for Artemis's legendary boon, and never received it.
I brought some hunting gear for you to try, if you could give me your attention, Zagreus.
And a very helpful commenter had pointed out to me, and I forget their name, but thank you so much for pointing this out. To get Artemis's legendary, you need 2 support boons, not 1. So the prerequisites, it's 2 of the following. I could have read that. It says 2 of the following right there: pressure point, support fire, or exit wounds. I did not read that, and I am dumb. We will take Hunter's Dash or Artemis's Aid first here, because I want to set up for Heartrend, which will inevitably, eventually be relevant. I think with that said, though, we'll take Hunter Dash for now, because that'll make our attacks a little bit stronger, because I often attack while dashing. Key or a shop? Well, we're getting the mid-shop already. Sure, I'll take the shop here, because I can afford a god boon. Let's see what we've wind up with. Do we see another Artemis, or is it going to be Aphrodite? It is Aphrodite. Okay, we'll take that too.
I'll pay for that.
Blown Kiss, here it is. Your cast shoots farther and is stronger against undamaged foes. Oh, I guess I should have taken Fiery Presence, the boon that makes you deal 75% more damage to undamaged foes then. Hindsight for next time if I ever do this build again, which I admittedly probably won't, but I mean, I want to give attention to the core boons of every god at least once. Kind of how I will eventually have a dash-only run of every god that has an enhancing dash.
Come on up.
At least one that
Just a crustacean.
can do some amount of damage. Like, I'm not going to force myself through Aphrodite's dash. That just sounds painful. Or not Aphrodite, I did it again. Athena's dash. But I could make it work. I could absolutely make it work.
Let's get out of here.
We're going to get a higher rarity Artemis boon here, which will be lovely. And we're getting the Mega Gorgon. Okay. Let's see how much damage this does with the back attack. Oh, you know what? I forgot to enhance its damage with the weapon that I deliberately chose to use for that reason. Oh well. Hindsight, man. You know, the nice thing about running lower heats, right, like what I'm doing right now, is the fact that I don't have to deal with the annoying ring that this boulder head produces. I seem terribly prone to taking damage from that, although I figured out the trick is just you have to conserve your dash and play it a little safe. And that makes it work very easily. You just dash out, and then you dash in. And that's all it takes, but
there goes the power couple.
That doesn't stop me from taking a lot more damage than is strictly necessary. So any of these are appealing right now. I think exit wounds would be objectively the most damaged in the short term, I would say, but pressure points has the potential to give us some really juicy numbers. I do think I'll take that one. All 3 of these are prerequisites to her legendary, and I think I'll take exit wounds next.
Guide my hand.
Because as much as I love pressure points, it does not do what you want it to do, unfortunately. There are mods out there that make it so you can only get 1 boon.
Hey, Than.
And then it's nothing but palms afterwards.
Looks like we've got an urgent work-related matter to attend to.
And I may indulge in that mod one day, but I'm still playing vanilla. I think right now my plan is, what I'm going to do is I am going, whoa, 546, that was nice. Okay, this is working. I like this. Okay. Low HP enemies that spawn rapid fire, plus a little Achilles buff. This feels good. This feels doable. Anyway, my plan right now, I think, is I'm going to go for an 100 win streak. And once I get that 100 win streak, then I'll start messing around with mods. We're at 60, so we've still got a good number of episodes to go before we even get to that point, but that's something to look forward to. I want to, like, maximize my enjoyment of the vanilla game before I really go pushing the boundaries of what this game can do, because, I mean, the Path of Sisyphus, or I think it's called the Path of Sisyphus, or the Trial of Sisyphus sounds really fun. It's basically an endless mode. Endless mode in Hades just sounds amazing. There is, I think it's called Hall of Olympus, which is just basically a Hades 1 mod that makes it Hades 2, basically. That has existed for a while. Ooh, this is a tricky choice. I could go Eurydice and try to roll for an upgrade on Crush Shot, or I go the Zeus Aphrodite trial room, because I could get some juicy, fun boons from them. I think, let me take a look. How many boons could I hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no way I'm going to hit that with Eurydice. We're going to go this way. Okay. Well, it was a nice thought, but I think there are better boons to potentially get to upgrade our damage on the cast at this point,
God or the other.
which are mostly, frankly, chaos boons. Oh, well, hello there, Splitting Bolt. I didn't expect to see you that soon.
All right, Lord Zeus.
Sure, why not?
Dearest, just in case it hasn't been made clear as crystal lately, let me tell you. When presented with the opportunity, don't ever reject me.
Aphrodite, I think I've made it clear to you that I
Didn't have much choice.
don't necessarily favor you. Like, I appreciate you that you're the goddess of love and all that. Oh, fun. But, put a shirt on, please. No one needs to see your tatas hanging out like that. I don't know. This is YouTube. They have, I don't want to get, what's it called? I keep wanting to say copyright struck, and I know that's not the case. Demonetized. Not that I am monetized. Oh my goodness, I'm not even close to being monetized, but you know. YouTube gets a little pissy if you start showing the goods on the tubes. Anyway, where was I on this conversation before I got weird?
My chaos boon switched to an...
It is through times of difficulty that the love we share is tested and reforged. But you just watch yourself when testing it like that.
Sure, Aphrodite, whatever you see. Sweet Surrender. Weak afflicted foes are more susceptible to damage. Weak effects have a longer duration or resist damage from nearby attacks. I mean, that'll make me tankier, but I don't think we need it. We'll take Sweet Surrender. Extra damage on weak afflicted foes sounds great to me. And what have we got here? Any cast damage up? Not that I can afford it. No. Okay, we'll save our coin for later. And let's move along to the next spot. We don't have coin to afford anything out of the shop, so let's go ahead and grab this palm, and then we'll give Lerny a little love. Can we hit another Crush Shot?
Delicious.
We can. 208 damage base. Okay, not bad. Anyway, yeah, so I am definitely mulling over the idea of some dash only runs, and
Lerny, you really didn't have to reconstitute yourself just for my sake.
I think the big plan that I've been mulling over is, like I said, once I hit my 100th win streak, I'll be a little less concerned about trying to maintain it, honestly.
Like that.
Until then, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, which is playing super casually, quote-unquote, where I gradually climb the heat ladder, if you will. Namely by just increasing my bounties by 1, just to get the bounty, meaning increasing the heat on the Pact of Punishment enough to get the next tier of, I guess they are meta progression items at the end of the day. The next tier of like Titan Blood and Diamond and Nectar, or Ambrosia rather, and such, because I mean, there's no harm in playing casually. That's kind of the goal of this playthrough anyway, is to just enjoy a nice casual romp through Olympus. But the main thing I'm considering doing right now, which will be kind of a lot of fun, I think, is I'm going to set up a randomizer wheel sort of thing. Nothing anything fancy. Just this is what I'm going to run once I get to the last... How many weapons are there? There are 6 with 4 aspects each, so 20. When I get to the last 24 runs of that win streak, which we're coming up on quicker than you would think, and quicker than I would like to think, and I'm going to try and beat a run of Hades with every weapon on 32 heat. That's gonna be rough. There are gonna be some weapons that are much better suited to 32 heat than others.
Enough.
But I think that is my plan for earning my 100th win streak. We're going to spin a wheel. It's going to tell me what I'm going to run. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll let Dark Thirst decide which weapon, and then I'll let a wheel decide which aspect to run until I have completed a weapon, in which case if Dark Thirst says play this weapon, I will say, nope, I'm switching weapons, and it's free game in the wheel. We don't need Aphrodite's keepsake any further, but we don't really need any keepsake any further. I suppose, given our current build, I could take Palm Blossom and just hope for some RNG blessings. I think I'll take Bone Hourglass maybe, or maybe Coin Purse just for a quick stipping of coin. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Coin Purse now. That'll allow me to buy some stuff in the shop. Potentially another boon, that would be really cool. And then in the final floor, I'll take Bone Hourglass and hope for any of the Well of Charons to grant Prometheus Stones, or I forgot the actual name, but the one that gives you cast damage. Any of those.
Champions of Elysium, I've returned.
Let's see, coin. All right, we could take our second hammer, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. I'd say we're making pretty good time, all things considered. Oh, good. You block all of my cast damage. I love it. But you can't actually block the spear projectile, I suppose. So I'll probably just have to benefit from that a little bit. Splitting Bolt is honestly probably... No, we're hitting 541. There's no way that Splitting Bolt is doing more damage than our cast right now. All right, so this is one of those builds where it wasn't the... It's not a cast-only run, but it's a run where I'm trying to benefit from a move, let's say, or a boon that I don't typically run. And I just saw it happen. So Blown Kiss is working the way I heard it works, where if Blown Kiss maximum range hits a wall, the cast stone does not get absorbed by the enemy, so I can pick it up and continue to damage them. So basically, if I'm fighting enemies, especially bosses, I want to get them backed against a wall. Let's see, Serrated Point again, no interested. Extending Jab, your attack has more range and deals 40% to more distant foes. Triple Jab, strikes 3 times in a spread pattern. I think I'll just take Triple Jab. We're not looking for anything terribly exciting here. And, ooh, you know what? We have not gotten any Hermes boons this run. That's something I didn't think about until just now, but that's true. We have not seen a single Hermes boon. I do like that I'm basically one-shotting most enemies with my cast, which is quite nice. As long as I remember to stack up the Achilles buff, which I'm basically, let's be honest, I am using my spear throw as a glorified dash at this point. But hitting for 624 per cast isn't bad.
Got here in practically no time at all, boss. Ready now?
All right, Hermes, what have you got? Hyper Sprint. Blurry Cast is nice. That could set us up for his legendary, which would I want in this scenario? Let's see. Your cast deals bonus damage to... Okay. Your cast stones return to you automatically. Does that mean they, like, pop out of enemies immediately? I don't know for certain. But I think I'm going to find out. We're going to take Flurry Cast. The other possibility is if I use, even if it doesn't make them pop out of enemies immediately, it will make it so they, if I use Blown Kiss appropriately, they will. I just got to get someone up against a wall and they're just going to get popped immediately. How did that thing dodge 2 point-blank casts? That doesn't make sense. Walls in this game are a little janky, I have to admit. But okay, I like how this feels. And because we have 4 cast stones, I basically just hold cast down 4 times and then pop my next special. I'm enhanced damage and oh, that was a 1625 crit. I like this. Okay. I think I found a way to make Aphrodite's cast work after singing its anything but praises outside of the Hera bow. And there we are, 227 damage on Crush Shot base. Not bad, not bad. You know what? I'll take this Strove.
We have a pest problem.
That we do. Don't worry, I'll get rid of all of them. Okay, you know what?
I expected more from the Exalted.
I think I'm starting to enjoy this build a little bit more. Do I have anything left to gain from Aphrodite? Because I got Blown Kiss at this point. Let me check her boons real quick. All right, Aphrodite, what have you got? Don't care about your aid. Don't care about any of your core boons at this point. I guess I could make an argument for Passion Dash just to apply weak more reliably when my charm is, or when my cast is busy. Dying Lament, no. Different league would be nice just for survivability, but I don't think it's that exciting, honestly. I think we already have Sweet Surrender, right? So aside from a duo, which would be, let's see, Heartrend for sure would be. Oh, you know what? Heartrend is the single reason we take Aphrodite here. Zeus is cool, I guess, because we could get things that aren't really part of the build I'm aiming for. So yeah, we're gonna go and take Aphrodite here. Let's see, do we get the bull? If we get the bull, we can cut him into walls real easy. We do get the bull.
It has been long enough since my last fight.
Okay, Asterius, we're gonna go ahead and pop this, back attack you a bunch of times. Rapid fire, 590 damage. Not bad. I'm not gonna actually go and retrieve my spear until he's a little bit further. Okay. We can have him drop our cast gems, that would be lovely. This is one argument where maybe taking the aspect of Poseidon would be a bit better, but here we go. So this is how we do it. Look at that, just endless fire. If he didn't start charging up that attack, I could have just kept rapid firing my my cast at him there. But we've got some pretty solid damage on him here. I'll probably pop a Sisyphus here, just for the sake of bailing out there, for the sake of the damage he gives. And so, because I am so prone to forgetting to use my boldy, and also running face first into damage that's entirely avoidable. All right, I can probably bounce this off of that. Nope, it got stuck in him, darn. That said, we're basically doing 24k damage, very rapid fire, the main issue being once that's in, we don't have a really good source of damage anymore. Because our attack does 80 damage, that's not a whole lot.
Stand down.
But our special does decent damage. Also, I just never mind, I realized what I realized was wrong. All right, Aphrodite. Let us see Heartrend. Unhealthy fixation. Your weak effects also have a 15% chance to charm foes. Objectively, not that useful, but sounds funny, so let's do it.
Heartbreak time.
What that potentially offers us, though, is if we do get the charm, even if it doesn't like leave them status with that status element for long, it disrupts them, and that can be huge because it works on Hades to disrupt him from his patterns. So if I get Hades in the right position, I can potentially just stun lock him. I think we'll have to kite him appropriately, and I having not really run this build before, it's not a guarantee that I'll be able to do that. As I proved with Asterius, I didn't quite get things in the right position, but hoo-wee, that was a 1768 crit. I think we are doing just fine with this build. Never in 1,000 years would I have thought that this would work on any weapon other than Hera, or even maybe Poseidon. Nah, actually, not Poseidon. What's the other one? I'm drawing a blank. What's the other weapon that just makes that? Oh, that's what it is. Beowulf. Beowulf and Hera are like the only weapons I could have imagined Crush Shot being a viable option, but I have proven otherwise. Greater Recall, your cast gems return to you automatically. So that's 3 legendaries in one run. Okay, gods, you're like, this is like the most generous welcome back to the game I could have asked for. Here's the question: do I take a palm and hope that it lands on Crush Shot, or do I go for potential Artemis or Aphrodite for Heartrend? I think the answer is that duo boon or Artemis's legendary would just be so good here. Random boon, let's go.
I think you're going to like this.
Poseidon, you were the least interesting god of all of them that I wanted to see here. I guess we at least got Razor Shoals because now we can get a consistent status privilege going between weak and rupture. So I guess that's not bad because that's 40% more damage on the cast, technically. Oh, and that was only the mid shop. Okay, let's go ahead and take this palm, see if we can hit the cast. Realistically speaking, at this point, it doesn't really matter if we hit the cast or not, because we have pretty severe diminishing returns. But look at this, just shred HP bars. As long as I remember to use my special every 4 attacks, we're hitting for 590. And with a 15% chance to charm, we're pretty reliably charming within one of those hits. All right, so currently our damage cap on the cast that I have reliably seen is 1768, which is pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Granted, our chance to crit is a measly 3%.
Strength.
We actually got it. 240 base damage on the cast. Do we see a cast? No, we do not. I do think I'm gonna buy this HP. I took a fair bit of damage just messing around. Okay. HP, or there's Artemis, excellent. Okay, Artemis, things we want from Artemis. We can't get her legendary yet because we do not have 2 of those boons. The next best option would be Heartrend. I will gladly take Heartrend. If we are not offered Heartrend, then what else could I want? Just setting up for her for a potential legendary, I suppose, would be the next best option. Ooh, I like this instant return. This is nice. Ooh, thank you, greater recall. Oh my goodness, I got like stun locked myself out of being able to attack there. How did I not take damage from that arrow? It definitely hit me. I guess I was still in my iframes, but I got canceled out. I'm not sure.
Olympus,
Definitely deserved to take a big hit there. Lightning Rod or Hunter's Mark. Neither of the two that I particularly want, and Lightning Rod gets pretty heavily nerfed by the fact that the cast stones are immediately returning to me. Hunter's Mark is appealing because it would give me a 30% crit chance, but I think I'm going to re-roll here for the sake of Heartrend or a legendary setup. Extra Wounds. There we go. Extra Wounds. All right, so now we are in the running for a Artemis legendary boon, which would give us an extra 4 hits, which won't synergize beautifully well with... Oh, I was like, oh, I got it, but no. Sweet Nectar, not outstanding. I don't think I re-roll this though. We'll take it. Because I can afford a Palm of Power here, and then I can farm up some gold elsewhere. It's definitely not worth re-rolling for this. So weak afflicted foes take more damage. We'll take that because that means our cast will deal more damage if it crits, or if we land multiple casts in one go. Okay.
Our sworn enemy.
Hello, Theseus.
You challenge us to battle, Hellspawn. Then Asterius and I accept.
I'm grateful for your acceptance. Here, have some love. Have some happy love. All right, well, unfortunately, he's got all our casts, so we're just going to follow Theseus around. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus down Theseus first, because...
all which you think you have achieved was merely handed you.
Asterius, please. I'm going to follow Theseus around this time and deal with him first. Oh my goodness, I have to keep track of where... Oh, hold on, I've got to set up... Darn it, I didn't get the angle. Oh well. No crits, no setup. I guess I'll focus down Asterius because it's much easier to deal with a solo Theseus than a solo Asterius. And again, I can use my special to dodge. I'm gonna have to pop a Theseus or a Sisyphus here. Oh my goodness, there are so many characters with similar names in my head. Can I have this HP? Can I have this HP? Thank you. Oh no, I dashed into that. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm probably gonna lose a Death Defiance here, but I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm running a close range build, but I'm kind of just messing around for the sake of experimenting. Hit him, Theseus. Oh, for a second I thought Asterius was gonna get the hits on him because he was charmed. He definitely looked at Theseus with a, I'm a mess with my man kind of look. I don't know what that was supposed to be. All right, those cast stones should be popping out, and here they come right back to me. So now I know for certain that Greater Recall does not make it so that the stones... Oh, you guys are gonna stand next to each other? It was worth taking the hit. Look at me melt their HP.
No.
Goodbye, Asterius.
You're next.
Right, we have a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it's all locked into Theseus's... Oh my goodness, what's happening to Zagreus? Zagreus, you okay there, Zag? Zag, what are you... Are you like aggressively dabbing there? What was that? That was weird. Oh, exit wounds crit. Nice. Okay, here we go. Wham, 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 wham. And bam. He died while in love with us, Kiwi. He was charmed.
Finally. A souvenir.
A shame the charm doesn't last very long.
To let you down, my shade.
Yeah, my good shade, we know you got our back. I don't know. I just find it funny that there's a way to make Theseus love us.
Don't make me come up there, boy.
I like to think actually at this point that Theseus definitely does actually love Zagreus, or like respect him, and like he won't want to admit it, but I do think he respects us. So we've got 14 rooms of 50% more cast damage. Sure, why not? Because we definitely needed that. I could sell Splitting Bolt for a juicy 400 coin. It seems like a bad decision because got to think about the end photo, right? The end photo is important. That 400 coin could go more into the cast potentially. We have a lot of good options, but not a lot of coin. I'm selling it. I'm selling it. I'm gonna regret it. I'm selling it. We'll keep this. Maybe I should have sold the special too, since there was no point in keeping it at that point. Oh well. Let's keep a little damage on our special, I guess. I'll sell it if I'm offered the option to sell it again later. I know that was objectively the wrong decision, but we had a build in mind, and you know what? By Jove, we're gonna stick with it. If I'm offered the option to sell the attack, I'll sell that too. There's Aphrodite. All right, Afro. Do I take Afro or do I take the palms first? What do we got in here? We've got one Artemis, one Aphrodite, one Poseidon that I could care less about. All right, I think the plan here is let's buy the palms first. No, I'm gonna go a couple rooms first. We'll take Aphrodite. The reason why I'm gonna do a couple rooms is I'm gonna hunt for pools of purging, but I can sell some things that I don't want anymore. My goodness, look at that damage. This is scaling. This is scaling. This is absolutely scaling. Look at those rapid fire 800s. Oh my goodness, we are popping everything here. This actually feels pretty great. Anyway, I guess while we just kind of make a joke of the enemies and sticks, if I can hit them through walls, of course. I'm gonna push them out that way and then go there. There we go. So yeah, this is my first recording of Hades since the turn of the new year, and frankly in 2 weeks as well. This is basically going up maybe in about 2 days after I've recorded it. So that'll date this video a little bit. But I stockpiled videos. I knew full well that I would be very busy dealing with holiday fun and chaos. More fun than chaos, actually. This was a pretty, as far as holiday stress goes, this was one of the least stressful holidays I've had in a while. Because holidays, I mean, the holiday itself isn't the point of stress. It's the familial obligations and cooking in a kitchen with a lot of people who are prone to maybe getting a little stressed. We're gonna re-roll here and pray that Aphrodite blesses us with Heartrend.
What about these?
No luck, but we've got some juicy looking boons. Let's see. I could take the upgraded Passion Dash and the chance for the chance of upgrading it, or selling it rather. That's worth considering. Yeah, let's take Passion Dash. If I can sell that, that'll be a lot of coin right there.
Won't mind.
Any pool of purging here? No, there is not. But now that I've run my surplus of pre-recorded videos short, I'm back in the business of just enjoying games, and I have the free time to do so. Kiwi and I cooked so much in the last week. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. But we had a mountain of dishes that we had so many dishes we had to split them across like 3 different days just for our own sake of sanity. I think here's the plan. Let's go for this coin room first. This coin room could be a satyr sack, in which case I won't have to worry about. Holy goodness, that was a 2279, I think it was. It was 2200 something on that cast. Oh boy, we are hitting the big leagues here, Kiwi. Base damage at minimum is 761. We are chunking. We are chunking these guys. Oh, I'm having fun here, Kiwi. I do have to remember to tag with my attack to get status privilege, because that will enhance our damage further. I don't have any other excuse to use our attack.
It's still fresh.
It's so weak. It does no damage at all.
Time to deliver the goods.
Okay, we've got a whole lot of coin. I'm not saving up for the Titan Blood. I didn't even plan about the Titan Blood on this run. Let's go ahead and buy some palms. Start with the 300 one.
I can use this.
Didn't get it on the attack, unfortunately. I suppose we'll toss it on double strike.
God's grant me
and
strength.
once again, did not get it on our cast, sadly. But I guess we'll toss this one on Razor Shoals just for the extra damage that gives. All right, now I have no reason not to buy the Aphrodite boon. He's offering us a trade for our special now. I don't think I'll take that. I will take Life Affirmation, I guess. Nah, that won't do anything for us. Aphrodite's Aid? I can sell it. I guess I'll take it. It's 2500. It's 2500 damage. So we get it charged up. We're gonna hit like a truck. All right, we're gonna try one last room. We're gonna do this bonus room just for the sake of potentially seeing Heartrend, which could see our damage go even higher. Granted, it's only a 3% chance to crit. Here's our pool of purging at this point. Sure, let's sell Sweet Nectar. There's no value in keeping that at this point. Flurry Cast will keep, Exit Wounds will keep, because there's a chance that we do, in fact, see Artemis's Legendary, even if we don't get Heartrend. Honestly, Artemis's Legendary will probably be the better option. Yep, 2279, there we go. We are critting for 2200, almost 2300 damage. We've got, and because we have the Satyr Sack, this is only going to be 4 chambers, we will have the Braid of Atlas giving us an extra 50% cast damage for Hades. Honestly, maybe I buy the Nemesis Crest here just so that I have the extra damage from striking behind and undamaged foes. So there's a chance we see a really huge number on every enemy we attack for the first time. Let's see what we can get. Still only seeing 761s, but we're inevitably going to have to fight a fair few number of enemies here. So we will probably get at least one big number once. don't appreciate you guys teleporting about. Oh, come back here. None of that. Nope, we're still sitting because we aren't hitting the first strike. That's why. Maybe if I could figure out where behind was, I can pretty easily get behind enemies by using the recall on the spear with the aspect of
slowing down
of Achilles. I can just charm so many enemies right now, but it is kind of funny that I am able to just reliably rapid fire attacks like this and just look at that damage. All right, Artemis, give us what we want, please. Fully loaded, there it is. Okay, gain an extra 2 charges to your cast.
Going back.
Let's see, I think this is about as good as I could hope. Minus heart run, minus a more reliable way to crit on the cast. And a couple other things like maybe Ares' boon that gives 10% more damage at base.
Directs all 3 of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
So yeah, there are a couple more boons that we could have gotten to really flush out our damage, but overall, this is about as stacked on the Aphrodite cast as I could hope to be. Here we go, Kiwi. I don't think you need to wish us luck, but let's see if I can get Hades stuck between a wall so that I can just rapid fire.
I'm here, Father.
I'm looking at that upper left corner and thinking that's the spot.
I thought you might arrive right about now. Then let us have our fight.
All right, Hades. We're gonna toss out our special. We're gonna go to this corner, and you are gonna be in my room. Watch this. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, he absorbed all of them. Darn it. Okay, maybe we weren't quite in the right position. Here, go ahead and have these 2 while we're at. Where are you going, Dad? Are you so in love with us that you can't think about where you want to go? He's gonna take 600 damage from exit wounds too, which is kind of funny. Objectively, much less interesting than what we currently have going for build, but okay. Maybe this will work. Oh, shielders, hold on. Get rid of this guy real quick. All right, he's teleported away. Does he have any? He didn't have any other wretches summoned. Okay, here we go. Come on, let's get you like right up in this corner, right here. Good. Oh, we accidentally charmed him without even trying. How did I do that? Like, oh, I have Passion Dash. I forgot I got Passion Dash, so I accidentally charmed him when I dashed into him or dashed away from him. This is so awkward. He just keeps falling in love with us. I appreciate his fatherly affections, but it's a little weird.
I'm afraid not.
You don't think it's weird, Hades? Is that what you're afraid not of? I don't fully understand the rules for how to make Blown Kiss kind of break. Maybe it's only specific angles. Here, let's try this room. Come to my corner. Come to my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Maybe Hades is just too big and he like absorbs them too easily. I'm not sure. Let's try and get him as wedged in here as possible. Come on, Dad. All right. Oh, nope. Lame. Come on, right here, right in this corner. Perfect. Okay, go. Nope, I flipped around, darn. I don't think we're getting it. Oh well.
Like that.
All right, let's just look at how crazy our DPS is without like abusing bugs, I guess.
Another of your blasted boulders, boy.
All right, we are going to pop him in short order on his last half of this phase. Just watch. All right. Oh, I didn't need to take that hit. Oops. All right, I'm gonna wait for all of these gems or bloodstones to pop out of Hades. I guess we should get him phased. Hold on. There we go. He was about to laser, I think, and we just popped him out of his laser. All right, come on and give us our cast stones. I want to see how quickly I can pop him once I have all of these. Let's see how much damage in a short order of time I can do with all these Aphrodite boons. Give me 1 more cast stone. Okay, that's fine. You buy yourself some time with that. I'll buy myself some time with this. All right, here we go.
Pure passion coming up.
Disgusting. Just disgusting. Oh, hold on. I charmed him out of the lasers again. All right, let's finish this with the special because that was clearly what carried this run. Like, I know I lost 3 Death Defiances here.
You stubborn. You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you.
It really doesn't, Hades. I was about to say, like, I don't care that I died because I could have taken this seriously and just melted him and played safe while I was waiting for exit wounds and the cast stones to pop out.
Well.
But it wasn't about winning. It was about sending a message of I love you, Dad.
In the name of Hades.
All right, what a weird build. Okay, well, I still overall just am not that impressed by Aphrodite's cast, but I will acknowledge it be doing some hefty meat shots right there, boyo. Who am I, Skelly? Anyway, level 6 crush shot. We'll need to include blown kiss. Where's blown kiss? Blown kiss. Unhealthy fixation. Oh, hold on. You know what? Let's remove these because I there's something in my brain that just looks happier when all the legendaries are right next to each other. Fully loaded. Greater recall. Crush shot. There we go. 4 legend. Actually, we got 5 legendaries. Okay, well, actually, I guess Aspect of Achilles doesn't count, but we got 4 legendaries this run. 3 duos? What we got? Well, we technically got 3 if we count Lightning Rod being offered. Otherwise, we only really took. I don't remember what it was because it's the Sweet Nectar from Poseidon, Aphrodite. But what a fun build. We're at 64 win streak. All right, there we go.
Prince Zagreus proceeded onward toward a certain doom, entirely too graphic to describe.
And like I said, I think so when I get to win streaks 76 or roughly about there, I'm probably going to start doing 32 heat runs in a row.
I'm counting that one as a victory.
With every aspect weapon.
Everyone, he's back.
And then when we hit win streak 100, we'll do an AFK run or an AFK build.
Signed you in. You're good to go.
And then we switch into playing some mods. That's my plan.
Thanatos is on assignment, huh?
Will it work? Will I get the AFK win that I want? Probably not. Wow, the house is empty. Where is everyone?
Break's just about over. See you out there.
See you out there, Meg.
Orpheus, our featured house servant.
All right, broker, do you have any Titan blood for me today? Nectar for 10 gems? Sure,
I'll
take
take
it.
that deal.
All right, chef.
Look at what I caught, chef.
Some keys and some gems. Nothing too exciting there.
I don't often see you interact with Hypnos, Nyx, so I just wanted to make sure. Is everything all right?
Hypnos still is learning independence, child. Thus I have decided it is best to keep my distance from him temporarily, else he shall continue to rely upon me, even for completing the most rudimentary requests. We have agreed he shall not call upon me for the time being.
Aww.
For the time being? How long are we talking? Can't remember the last time I saw you speaking with him now that you mention it.
He's trying to get Hypnos to wear his big boy shoes, but I think she already mentioned before that she has appreciated his lists, or I know Thanatos has appreciated his to-do lists that have helped keep him on task.
Based on his rate of progress, I suspect his education shall have been complete well before the dawning of the next age.
Nyx, I think we're really behind on a lot of conversations with Nyx because we're still doing the Dusa plotline that feels like it was a little too late in the middle and it's level of like catching up. And now this, Hypnos has been featured house servant. He has redeemed himself to most people in this house, except for Nyx, who's just really running behind.
Well, keep it up, Hypnos.
Yeah. Oh, hey guys.
Please excuse your father and me for the moment, Zagreus.
Okay. I guess I'll see you later. It's interesting, both Hades and Zagreus. So Hades kind of looks like he slouches when he's standing like this, and Zagreus slouches like that too, but only when he's being super sassy to people he's talking to. Like, it's the pose he takes whenever he steals money from Charon. Anyway, Kiwi, that was a wild run. It had no right being as good as it was, and what a fun way to resume my playthrough of Hades.
Less talking, more socking here, pal.
But with all that said, looks like our next run is going to be on the shield. I'll figure out what keepsake and what aspect in a later time. With all that said, though, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.